Oh gosh.
Social distance. COVID. Good. All right, I'd like to call January 25th, 2020 Stormwater Management meeting and
Kaleigh, we're about to get started with this.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You want to state for the minutes that we did have an executive session prior to this meeting to discuss any litigation or personnel matters. So we'll start with the stormwater management meeting. Consideration of the July 13, 2021 Stormwater Board meeting minutes. I have a motion to approve.
Mr. President, I move we approve the July 13, 2021.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Move on to resolutions. Resolution number SW1-2022. A resolution of the Board of Directors of the City of Hammond Department of Stormwater Management authorizing a permanent transfer of $1,302,491 from the Stormwater Fund 425 to the Sewer Maintenance Fund 608. Have a motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. And a second.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions on the motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next resolution, SW2-2022, a resolution of the Board of Directors of the City of Hammond Department of Stormwater Management authorizing the funding of the 2022 Hammond Basement Backup Protection Program. Have a motion. Have a second.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. We'll move on to old business. I don't have any old business. Stormwater. All right. Any new business for stormwater? Wow. Any reports from the directors? Any public expression? Have a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Have a second.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you very much. Now we'll move on to the sanitary. Consideration of the January 11, 2022 board meeting minutes. I have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions on the motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Next is the CEO's report.
Thank you, Mr. President. The only thing I have to report is that the plant is running extremely well. We're having no problems. We have some new positions that Jeff will be posting, both for operators and collections. We've had a couple of people retire. We have a couple spots in the lab that are open. So we normally hold off and do that first quarter. So we're in that process. So we'll have some new employees that we'll be hiring here within the next month or so. But other than that, I'll just turn it over to Mr. Zander to talk about some new equipment briefly that Jack has been waiting for patiently and where we're at with that process.
So we've got Jack coming, a new backhoe, compactor, roller. So I get to work on
Good. Happy with that, Jack?
Very happy.
All right. Cool.
Very happy, Kaleigh.
Thank you very much.
Other than that, Mr. President, I have nothing else. I'll be happy to entertain any questions that the board may have.
Any questions from Marty today? All right, thank you very much. We'll move on. There is no personnel report. So we'll go on to the consultant reports. Mr. Mike Hickey, who is joining us online. Hi, Mike.
Hi, got a couple things to report. With regard to the long-term control plan, I got an email yesterday from Dean Raldo of EPA, and he was just checking on the status of our FCA. And I conferred with Max Kellen, and we told him, we responded that we're still waiting for information from Griffith. The second item I want to report is the info from Griffith. We expected to receive their SSO costs on January 15th. We still haven't received them. On January 19th, Max Kellen did send an email to Griffith's attorney. We, as of this moment, haven't heard anything back yet. So that's the latest on the LTCP and the FCA.
Great, thank you very much. Any questions for Mike today? Thanks, Mike. All right, we'll move on to the resolutions. Resolution number 1, 2022, resolution of the Board of Sanitary Commissioners of the Sanitary District of Hammond, Lake County, Indiana, amending a temporary employee policy. Have a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Have a second. We have motion and second. Any questions on the motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Claims approval docket 01-25-22. Motion to approve.
I move we approve the claims approval document dated January 25, 22.
Thank you. We have a second. Any questions on the motion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next on the list is old business. Is there any old business we need to discuss today? Mark, do we have anything under old business?
No.
Okay, very good. We'll move on to new business. I don't have anything for you.
We do have some new business, I believe. Joe, are we bringing out the auction items? What are we doing with that?
There, I guess that, because Rachel's on vacation, did that not get placed on?
Chris did. Well, it wasn't on the agenda because it came in too late, so it's under new business. We have.
Do we have a document?
We don't. Let me see if I can get a document here real quick. What else do we have, Mr. Massey? We don't. Do you have the document?
I might have a copy of it in my office. I can try to go print something real fast.
How urgent is that we do this? Can we wait to the next meeting, or do we want to get rid of it?
The urgency is trying to get the permission to advertise the. It has to be advertised twice in the paper. Is that right, Joe?
I think actually it's only once.
Okay, it has to be advertised in the paper. So just trying to get it advertised so that we can get this auction done to get the cars.
Why don't I elicit permission from the staff to go ahead and advertise, and then we can authorize the process next and ratify it at the next meeting.
Great.
The statute.
What is? I don't know what you have there.
The following equipment is available for sale.
Yeah. Oh, is that your distribution?
Yeah.
Oh, so it is out.
This I printed this in myself, and it was on the print documents that were sent to us in the Google.
Okay.
So Monica, I'm not sure how you got that. Oh,
Back to you.
wait a second. We were just talking about documents in the bank.
Anyway,
No,
there is a list of 41.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
With 41 items on it, and the statute provides that the in order to dispose of surplus property, the board must declare it to be surplus. And then the statute provides a means for disposing of it. And in our case, it has some value, some secondary value, and we advertise for a public auction. We've done this before in the past. And this was what the resolution authorizes the staff to proceed to publish the appropriate public notice in the newspaper and prepare an auction package for members of the public and interested persons to come in and bid on the property. There's some rules. It's as is, as delivered, and there's protections built into it for our protection. And we raise some money and put it in the pot. So I guess we're asking for permission, if I may say, Mr. CEO, to proceed with the appropriate advertisements at this time.
Resolution 2-2022.
I probably need to take a look at it. Okay, it sounds like it could, but we're not sure.
Oh, Rachel sent it after the, Google Doc.
So it's on the back, yeah, let's do that. So we have it.
One thing I got was
Copies for the entire map. Yeah, I think I'd rather have that.
Map unit will be
Since she's
making
got it, how
photocopies
Rachel did
of the
everybody else,
equipment.
because I don't even have it, so. I have the email from you, I did print it out because I thought.
Well, and I forgot to use them.
Yeah, it's still.
For some reason, I didn't copy Kaleigh, I always do.
That's when I was.
Sorry.
You
are
They
very-
put it
you're-
in here.
Since you're not delivering checks anymore.
Very important.
All right, we'll have to address that at the next meeting as a resolution.
Well,
Well,
The
it's coming.
authorization to-
It's coming.
Oh, no, it's coming.
Yeah, because Monica does have the right one. How Monica was the only board member.
It looks like she sent it to all city employees and then I was on there.
Well, none of us received it, but that's not a good, thank God you did receive it because that is the list and that is the resolution. So Matt's making copies, we'll hand it out.
So then all we have to do is make a motion.
You want to come back to that? then, Mr. President?
Yeah, let's come back to that one.
On Friday. Friday.
All right, so we're under new business, so let's just give Matt a couple minutes here. So we're gonna address this under. new
Matt is
business.
coming in with the paperwork right now.
Does it have a number on it, Matt?
It does.
Yes. He is doing such a great job. He's in the process of stapling the papers.
So these are just basic items as we try to, I'm trying to clean up the entire project. Had really not been addressed for quite some time. And there's a lot of equipment that we just don't need anymore. There's equipment that's seen its life's age and isn't useful and a variety of other things. So as we try to do every 4 or 5 years, we try to keep going and handling that, to get rid of it. So out of here, that's what that list is. So give the board a few minutes, digest it a little bit, and ask any
Matt
questions
passed
if
out all the
they'd like,
paperwork to the board
or
members.
anything that they may
One
see on
tomorrow.
there. And then we can go ahead and move forward with Mr. President.
So just to confirm, this is equipment that we has reached its lifespan and we are no longer using. And we see that there's value in it, so we're putting it up for auction to acquire the funds for the auction.
That is correct.
And one to Kaleigh.
All right, good. All right, so under new business, we'll address resolution number 2-2022, a resolution of the Board of Sanitary Commissioners of the Hammond Sanitary District concerning certain equipment of the district be surplus and providing for its public sale. Motion for approval.
I'll make a motion.
Second. All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Thank you very much. All right. Anything else under new business? Okay. Marty, anything else under new business?
I'm trying to think, Mr. Massey, am I missing something? I thought we had 2 things that are new business.
Joe was working on the resolution for the jurisdictional agreement. I don't know if that was done or not.
So just to give, we'll do that at the next board meeting, but we were approached by the city on doing an intergovernmental agreement that specifically talks about bidding out our natural gas usage. I guess there are companies now like they have in Illinois, because I know in Illinois it's been happening where different companies will offer you different amounts per kilowatt, whatever it may be, and therms, and usually you end up getting a really good rate. It's locked in, I think, for 2 or 3 years. So we're combining ourselves with the city and I believe water, and we'll hold an auction and see if we can get a better price for our gas usage here at the district, along with the other biddings.
So is this also going to be bidding, I would imagine?
This will be all bidding handled by the intergovernmental agreement, giving the city the right to hold the auction on our behalf.
Okay. Good, and we're gonna look at that next.
And that'll be the Board of Public Works, obviously, that will be doing it.
All right.
Yep. So the only thing we'll do today under new business is the surplus equipment that we're asking the board's approval to move forward with.
Yeah, so we just approve that. So, good. All right, we'll move on. Any reports from commissioners? Going on vacation soon? Any public expression? Hearing nothing, can I have a motion for adjournment? So moved.
Second.
Second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much for your time today. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
It's all done. Time